Right, so what is up guys, SDPeasy here, and today we're going to be talking about Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2, the rematch to end all rematches. Now, as you know, as this video is coming out, it was last night. No, actually not last night, the night before when this video comes out. When I'm filming it, it was last night. I actually stayed up the whole time. I'm in the UK, so I had to wait till 5 in the morning for the fight, and I didn't go to bed till about 6:30. I then got up at 8 o'clock to go to work. So I was running on very little sleep. The rock stars were going through me. The energy drinks. It didn't feel too good. Not gonna lie, but it kept me going for the fight, and boy was it worth it. I think I've probably watched one of the greatest boxing matches ever. The other night, I really think I do. Just the overall performance of Fury and how he literally just dominated the world heavyweight champion. He dominated him. He took Wilder to the cleaners. He won every single round up until the 7th, except bar one, where obviously he KO'd him in the 7th round. But bar one round, he won all of them. And the only reason he did not win the round is because he had a point deducted. Now, the point deduction ended up obviously not being important. Wilder was just on the ropes the whole fight. He just looked like he just underestimated Fury, and he wasn't ready for what was coming. Obviously, you heard in all the press conferences that he believed Fury was weak. His punches didn't hurt. He couldn't punch properly. He was a very technically gifted fighter, but he didn't punch hard. Obviously, Wilder is obviously known for his right hook. He is known for he can easily lose 11 rounds and knock you out in the 12th. That's it. He wins. Like his actual boxing power is second to none. However, the Brit prevailed. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. What a guy. Now, if you didn't watch the fight, I'm not going to show any highlights today because A, they're quite difficult to get hold of, and B, if I show you BT Sports video of the highlights, they will copyright my channel and the video will get deleted. I'll never be allowed to post this video, so we're not going to be showing that. But if you do want to find any of the highlights, I'm sure you can find them on Twitter, or like I say, if you go to BT Sports YouTube channel, you can actually watch the whole fight. I would highly recommend watching the fight if you haven't seen it. It was easily the best boxing match I have ever watched. Fury was just on another level. He was ready, he was relaxed, he was calm. There was no point where you thought that he didn't have it. As soon as he walked into that ring, as soon as he did the... Actually, while we talk about it, let's talk about the ring walks. Obviously, Tyson Fury came on, carried on by like some Greek goddesses on a throne. Like, what was that all about there? No, like, it looked sick. Like, imagine if he'd lost though. It would look like a knobhead if he'd lost. And Wilder's walkout was actually sick. Like, he does this he always has these amazing costumes and masks, and it had LEDs and like red LEDs and stuff in it, and it did look amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like his walkout costume was absolutely unreal. He looked so sick, like he actually just did. But like I say, from the second that they walked into the ring, Fury was calm, he was collected, he was ready. He knew that this was his moment to come back from. Obviously, had everything. He lost it all through his just mental health issues, drugs and alcohol and gambling and so on, and the things that took him away from the sport. He lost 10 stone. He's come back. He's back on top of the world. This man is back at the top of boxing where he should be. He is the best heavyweight in the world. There is now no competition. But who does he fight next? Now, obviously, the next fight that everybody is calling for is, of course, Anthony Joshua. The all-British boxing match for all the belts in the world. Fury, obviously, last night became the first boxer ever to, at some point in his career, have held every single belt at the heavyweight division of boxing, which is an absolutely insane stat. That is absolutely mental. He's took a belt that Wilder has held for 5 years now through 11 successful defences of that belt. That is an amazing record to take away from someone. They were both undefeated fighters, and obviously they took the draw from the first fight. It was controversial, we all know that. But this really showed who was on top. So, obviously, it has been spoken about that there was a third fight agreed. Fury did state this in a press conference before even this the fight the other night actually took place. Do we now think that's going to happen? Now, for me, no. Wilder will now not take this fight, and Fury doesn't need the fight. Fury doesn't need to fight Wilder again. He's proved that he can beat Wilder. In my opinion, he beat him both fights. He beat him the first time. He won 10 rounds out of 12 and lost and drew a fight. That makes no sense to me. This time he demolished him. He took him apart. He knocked him down 3 or 4 times. He was literally unstoppable. It was actually mental just watching how his skill and his just determination to win this fight, his confidence in his own ability was just through the roof. So, as we were saying, the next fight, Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn did tweet immediately after this fight, we know what we want to see, the undisputed. If whoever wins that match will be the undisputed champion of the world. He will hold every single belt at one time, which has never, ever been done before. Now, I'm skeptical for this fight for 2 reasons. A, I think Fury would kill him, and I think it would be such an easy fight for Fury. I genuinely think he would walk all over Anthony Joshua. He's just not... He's oh so overhyped, in my opinion. Anthony Joshua is so overhyped. He was beaten by an absolute mug in Andy Ruiz. He didn't take it seriously. He got beat. He should never have been beaten that fight. And if he'd kept his unbeaten record and never lost that fight, then I think he'd have a lot more respect and a lot more reputation to bring to a fight like that. Having lost that fight, obviously now won his belts back from Andy Ruiz, does he still have the reputation that he did have with his unbeaten record? Fury still has this unbeaten record, this record to take into the fight, knowing he is the unbeaten fighter, he is the WBC champion of the world, which is the main belt that everybody wants. Will this happen, is the real question. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm not sure. I don't think AJ will take this fight. I think AJ would be scared of the fight, as much as obviously he would like to be the undisputed, as Eddie Hearn has said many a time. I just don't see the fight happening, because AJ, for me, he's a bit of a bottle job. I don't see him taking a fight because he doesn't want to lose his belts. He doesn't want to give in that he probably would lose the fight. However, what I am interested to see is what you guys think. Do you think this fight will happen? They have said that it is likely, if it is going to happen, it will be this summer. In 2020, we will have an undisputed world heavyweight champion of the world who holds every single belt in the sport. Will it happen? AJ or Fury? Let me know. I'm going to put a poll on the video actually. I'd like you guys to vote. Will AJ or Fury become this man? It has to be the next fight for me. I'm not sure if it will happen based on just the circumstances around the fight, some of the hype that may be there, and the fight that maybe Joshua is he's a bit of a bottle job. He may take lower fights that mean nothing and just improve his record and never actually take it to the next level. Let me know what you think, and obviously vote on the poll in the top right. But if you haven't enjoyed this, or you did enjoy the fight, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new around here. We do upload every single day at 6 PM. We always do reviews of the major sporting events as they are. I'm a big fan of all sports, and I do love my boxing. But if you have enjoyed, obviously stick around for more content like this, and plenty of other stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.